time now for The Law and You, and it's brought to you by Gig and Jancola. Chris Jancola is joining us today. How you doing, man?
Good morning.
Good morning. So, first things first, before we get into our question, which I think is a really important one, honestly, but tell us what law you guys practice.
Well, I do personal injury, workers' compensation, Social Security, disability. My office and Mike, who couldn't be here today, handles real estate and wills, trusts, estates. So a little bit of everything.
You guys have been serving Central Pennsylvania for quite some time now.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, I've been licensed for 20 years. Our firm's been around forever. And, you know, we continue to like helping out people here in the 814.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of helping people out, we're going to help out someone who submitted a question today. And here it is. I was in a car accident and my vehicle was totaled. It was the other driver's fault, though. How can I be sure I get a fair offer for my vehicle, Chris?
All right. Well, okay, I get that question a lot. Usually people don't hire me to do that type of work, though, because financially speaking, it doesn't make sense type of deal. But I have handled that on a couple of different occasions. And first of all, what you want to do is you want to make sure that if you have any pictures from before the accident, you know, that way you can prove what good condition this car was in or so. This usually people, if it's a newer car, the insurance companies usually give you fair market value for it, and you're relatively happy with the amount that they give you. Where we usually find problems is with older vehicles that are in really good condition. Let's say it's 10 years old, but it only has 40,000 miles, and they don't want to give you that much for it. So if you have any pictures, if you have the mileage, a picture of the mileage from the odometer, a picture of the damage of the car, and really what happens is that the insurance company will give you a quote or an offer and say it's worth X amount of money. And then what you need to do is you need to look it up on the NADA. You need to look it up on Kelley Blue Book. But most importantly, comps. You have to search the internet and see if you can find a very similar vehicle to yours with the exact amount of mileage or close to that amount of mileage. That's the way that I've gotten insurance companies to up their offer, because they will look, they'll find one or two comps in the area and they'll say, all right, we'll give you this. And a lot of times you can negotiate with them a little bit. I've never seen like a big, like a $5,000 or $6,000 difference, but have I seen $2,000 or $3,000 differences? Yes. And you don't have to accept the first offer they give type of deal, but you need to be able to back it up. So you've got to do your homework and you've got to show them, hey, look at this car. This is in Pittsburgh. It's almost the exact same car. It has 3,000 miles less or 10,000 miles more, and they're getting this for it. Mine was nicer than that.
Yeah. Are there any hoops to jump through if you owe any payments on the car, anything like that?
Well, yes. And then you run into that issues, because if you do owe money on the car and if they don't give you enough, then there's a deficiency, and sometimes you have to be paying for a car that isn't paid off. Now, there's gap insurance and different other things that'll help you out. But yeah, all of these things, you know, you got to really look into and talk to the insurance company and do your research as well.
Yeah, Chris, I think we talk about this a lot. Use this thing to your advantage, right? For any crash you get in, any accident, like you said, take the pictures, and that's really the key to a lot of
pictures,
this, right?
documentation, writing people's information down, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta do that to keep people honest and upfront.
Yep, exactly, yeah. If people need your help, how can they reach out to you?
Please give us a call at 814-946-1606 or go to our website at gig-law.com.
Excellent, Chris. Sounds good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.